What is happening is, Kapil, there is a growing element of suspicion among the people about the extreme left line that the Congress party has started taking. Extreme left. You know, almost a pro-Maoist kind of approach.
Which has
Now,
failed the world
the
over.
fundamental
Which has failed the
premise
world over.
is yeah. And if you are saying redistribute wealth, in India, a lot of people, Kapil, for example, middle class, lower middle class, invest in gold, small amounts of gold. They keep it away for a rainy day. Okay. Now, suppose there is someone who's not from the scheduled caste, not from the OBC, but a middle class man or woman who has invested and kept away at the end of 20, 30 years of savings a substantial amount of gold for their future generations or for themselves. Under the Congress party plan, that individual will be told to give up that gold and redistribute it, presumably, among people from scheduled castes or OBCs, regardless of how hard the person has worked over years and decades to save that gold. And this is the kind of logic that is being put by people like Siddharamaiah, who says taxing the rich for the poor is good economics. But do the rich or even the upper middle class not contribute, the salaried class, the greatest amount of taxes for our country? Are they not extremely compliant? Will you punish them now for being compliant? So, are they paying less tax?
Can I now respond?
Do they need to be taxed more? You want tax rates to go up to 70%? Like you want reservations to go up to 80%? Maybe you want taxes to go up to 70%
then
for certain categories.
I'm patiently, hearing everyone.
No, I'm done at this point because this is getting to be a very scary and draconian scenario.
Yeah. Now, Arnab, let me say it, very clearly. It is when you think from an empty mind, you have, this kind of a narration and a conclusion, which is, beyond absurd, from all measures. When they say there would be a socio-economic survey and, there would be a distribution of income, they don't mean that they will take income from you, assets from you, and they will give them to some other people. So when any politician make this kind of a statement, what he's trying
Where
to...
Where is that clarification?
So may I, Mr. Kohli, I didn't
Where is that clarification?
Then clarify.
Mr. Kohli, I know you're being exposed, so please be patient. Let me expose you fully and then you can respond. Let me expose you fully and then you'll respond. I'll expose both of you.
No, Kishore, let it be between Kapil and Nalin.
It's not absurd. I think
let it be between Kapil and Nalin.
All measure, thinking only an empty thinking mind can draw this kind of a conclusion, wherein you say that a person makes a statement that there would be a socio-economic survey. That would mean that someone will come to your house, will take away your assets, you will take away gold, and they will give it to some other people who are more needy, more poor. I mean, this is absurd.
Then say so. That's a wrong statement.
Let me, Mr. Kohli, please be patient. Please be patient. You're being exposed. I know that, but please be patient. You'll get your turn. Now, my second point is, when the government forms any kind of scheme, there is Ayush Bharat, which government talks about. What is the qualification and criteria for Ayush Bharat?
Ayushman Bharat.
There is, yes, Ayushman Bharat. Correct. Thank you for correcting.
Ayushman Bharat.
Please also tell your viewers what is the criteria to get that benefit scheme. How is one eligible? You please explain. I can bet you will not know, and I can assure you that you don't know the eligibility. You don't know the eligibility. It is on the basis of the income that you declare. And there is a threshold. How do you come to that? Any policy made by the government is based on parameters. There are certain eligibility criteria. They say that they are giving 80 crores people free ration. How do they calculate? It is only 80 crore people will need ration, not 90 crore people. What is the eligibility criteria? There must be some parameters on the basis of which a policy is formed and a decision is taken, which is for the benefit of people who need government subsidy.
Please explain to me, Kapil, you are getting confused. Kapil, I got a simple question here. As long as what you're doing, one second. Kapil, highly confusing. Highly confusing. Highly confusing. I'll be Nalin with Dr. Santosh Mehrotra. Let's go for some one versus ones tonight. I couldn't care less as long as it doesn't affect most people, right? But what I will not allow is this attempted demonization of corporate India, these shallow comments that some people are earning a lot, some companies are earning a lot, some people are earning less. This is reality world over. Always it has happened, it will happen.
They're earning out of their hard
We
work.
all know how many people from
They're not
these
doing a
corporate
favor to
families
Mr. Rahul Gandhi
were
or the
put in the
Congress
Rajya
party.
Sabha by the Congress
Somebody
party.
works hard.
We
What
know
is Mr. Rahul
which know-
Gandhi's
we know-
profession?
we know-
What has he worked and earned?
We know how much.
Has he ever done a
Yeah.
job 9 to 5? Has he stood in court from morning to night as any one of us, or a doctor or an engineer or someone? What has Mr. Rahul Gandhi done that he sits down here and becomes a great economist to say redistribute wealth? And then say I will distribute it to a certain community or religion first. And then this is called about exposing me. What is this about? Where is the clarification of the Congress party? Please tell me. Where is the clarification said, no, we are not going to snatch the money from somebody who's affluent and give it to the poor, like the socialists used to do, like the communists used to do, and which has been discarded by those very countries. Where is that clarification? Are you going to say that old people who have money in
Mr.
their
Kohli,
FDs and getting 8% or 9% living off that interest, you will take it out of the bank accounts and give it? Where is the clarification of the Congress party saying we will not do it? Have you said it? A man who works from IIT, slogs through his life, through IIM, becomes a CEO of a company, then earns money after 30 years of hard work. You're going to take that money away from him and distribute it. Why? Why? Because Mr. Rahul Gandhi, has he ever worked? Tell me his job that he has done. Even his father was a pilot. His father knew he had to get up in the morning. His father knew he had to sit in a flight. His father knew that he would get a salary at the end of the month. How can you run down the whole professional world? How can you run down the business world, the corporate world? And how can you tell the poor of India that you are not fit enough to receive something that Prime Minister Modi's government does? We will give it to another community based on religion. And then you say that you are exposing us. How dare you say you are exposing us? When these double standards are there and you don't have a cogent answer
we've got a
to say clearly, no, we did not say so.
We do not mean this. We got a